Salama. Very good.
Always be the experience.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Where is Willis? You've told them everything?
I've told them everything.
Uh-huh.
Unless there's any more question they have to you.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Let me say something very short. 7 years ago, they say the more things change, the more they stay the same. 7 years ago, right on these steps, had a similar incident and a similar press conference. We were vermewed for 3 days. This time it has been for 2 days. For nothing else but expressing our political right to express ourselves and be part of the democracy that our Constitution enshrines. My late father stood on these steps here, and he said something that was very profound. He said that you must distinguish between the personal and siasa. Siasa, wanaume na wanagombana nayo huku nje. You don't bring it to somebody's personal home. William Ruto, we can gombana huku nje. Siasa. Don't bring it to my home. In this home, you have assaulted my wife. You have assaulted my children, my Gen Z children. Those policemen assaulted them. You have vandalized the home. You have stolen items here. You have broken items. What has that got to do with the siasa we do outside there? This is my home. This is where my children are. But I say my children are alive. There are very many children out there since the protests that began in June that are dead. Their mothers are still grieving. Why are you harming people's children? Just because of expressing their political will and direction and expressing themselves as per Article 37, the right to demonstrate. Jana tuliona maajabu. We went to give Gen Z what we believed was a much needed support on Nane Nane. We hit the streets. We were there no more than 5-10 minutes, and we were tear gassed like you cannot believe. Driving out of town, we were chased to this home. And it has been a siege since that time, where hundreds of police officers have been here. And they have done criminal things you cannot believe, all in the view of looking for me. 7 years ago, they looked for me in this house, they couldn't find me. Even now, you look for me in this house, you'll not find me. So please, musijaribu tena. You're wasting your time. Yeah? If you want me, it's a simple summons and I'll appear where you want me. Stop looking for me in this house. You'll never find me. Never. Please. This is Wajige. We are not born yesterday. All right? Now, I want to be very clear here. I am firm in my commitment for democracy of this nation. I have been very vocal about the economy of this nation. And it is the economy of this nation that has led to Mandamano. There is no economy here. William Ruto, you are collapsing the economy of Kenya. That is what I speak about. Please, don't try and make me a criminal. You come and plant things in a car that is found at my gate. Please. Hizo vitu, fortunately, technology. We have got a woman planting those things in that car on CCTV. You come and vandalize the CCTV here. Iko kitu inaitwa iCloud. It doesn't make any difference. Right? Please get with it. You seem like you are far behind technology hata nyinyi, you intelligence officers. All right? Please. You then come after taking an inventory in the night. You come again in the morning, muna plant vitu. Alafu you say take another inventory. You are here, you search the whole place, you found nothing. Then you now come to say 2 hours later, mumepata vitu zingine. Planting things, same script as 7 years ago, where you try to plant some things in my residence in Malindi to say I have guns. Come on, please. We are not children anymore. Face up to reality. Kama umeshindwa na kazi, you can kindly exit that job. That's what some of us are asking. You have failed, William Ruto. Ruto must go is not only a song, it is now a belief. Kindly, umeshindwa na kazi. And don't fool anybody. Don't try and fool anybody. It is reality. That no matter what you do from now, it is just going to be more and more economic pain to Kenyans. And it is very unfortunate that you want to pretend and lie that you can solve our problem. You cannot. Na saa ingine, be man. Sometimes it's good to be a man enough, as they say. Kama umeshindwa na kazi useme, hii hafadhali tupatia mtu mwingine aendelee nayo. Sisi tumeshindwa. That is the only reason why you're seeing us being victimized. Why they are trying to brand us as criminals. We are not criminals. We are voicing everything here openly. We are being very clear. We don't know what you are fearing with our voices. We are going to keep speaking, right? And we are going to continue. And I can tell you, the time for honoring yourself is soon coming to an end. Asanteni sana. I also would like to thank those who have stood with my family when I have been in hiding in these premises. Let me say I was watching events, and I want to thank those who have stood with my family. Raila Amolo Odinga, Martha Karua was here for hours. Kalonzo Musyoka made some calls to my lawyers. Eugene Wamalwa was here. A lot of relatives and friends. More importantly, my good friend Willis Otieno, my lawyer, my deputy, lawyers like Osiemo, friends like Kibuchi, lawyers like Njage. I can tell you the list is long. And I want to encourage Kenyans. There's nothing like brotherhood and neighborhood. There's nothing better. Only family is better than that. Stand with your people, stand with your person next to you when they're in problems. Stand with them when they are doing the right thing, but they are in problems. Tomorrow it will be you if you don't stand with them. I can say today people stood with me. For those kids who have been killed during this Mandamano, I want to tell you with all my heart, I stand with you. And I stand with those families. And if you want to kill more William Ruto, don't worry. You also have children. The curses of God are wide and far. Be very careful. Very careful. Very, very careful. Because with every bad deed you do, you define your exit. And history has a lot of records. So kindly, stop killing our children. It's about time we stop those tabias. So please, Kenyans, stand with those who are hurting for expressing their democratic right, for voicing your opinions, for standing up for the better of Kenya, because that's what they're standing up for. God bless you all. Asante sana.
Yes, Honorable Jimmy, have you recorded any statement for
A statement with who?
To this end, with the DCI?
Have I received summons?
You haven't received any summons?
No, who has summoned me? I've received no summons. What statement? About for what? Have I committed a crime?
The breakage they've done in your residence?
Oh, against them?
Yeah.
Oh, that I will sue them for monies they cannot believe.
Probably how much?
A lot of money. They are doing the assessment. Yes.
Maybe perhaps for you to give us a rough estimate of what exactly they've destroyed there, just a rough estimate.
I have just more or less surfaced. See, you let us do our assessment. They are experts who do that, right? But millions of shillings. Yes. Is that from the government? Have they said it? Who has said it? Which government has said that? I sue them directly. But let me also say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. I don't know what funding Gen Z is. Let me be very clear, and I want you to catch me very clearly. June 18th, when the first Mandamano began, there was a request for money to help those who had been jailed. I publicly donated money to help many come out of bond. Some came out on free bonds, others were bonded. I even put it on my Twitter feed, X, that I have done so. Let me also add, but let me tell you, if there was somewhere to fund them, I would fund them. If there was some channel, I can take the little money I have to make sure that they have water and that they have toothpaste so that they can handle this tear gas that is illegally thrown at them. I would do it. Are they doing anything illegal? No. They're exercising their democratic right. All right? So I would like to know which government agency is saying I am funding, and what is this funding? They are looking for scapegoats. They started with, I think, Russia. Then they went to Ford Foundation. Now it's Jimmy Wajige. Please. Please. Yeah, we're not stupid. This is just a big joke, right? They are looking for scapegoats. They are the cause of this problem. William Ruto is collapsing the economy of this country. The problems are just not even begun yet. You see problems here you've never even imagined going forward, right? He's a sinking ship, and he's looking for scapegoats. I'm sorry, Kenyans will not be your scapegoat, and I will not be either.
Maybe we've seen you publicly advise the president on how he can get us out of the debts that we're in. Has he tried to reach you so that you can be able to maybe help him to do so the way you've been advising on?
Let me put it a different way. When William Ruto came to power, I gave him a year to try and sort out the debt problem and the issues plaguing this country. And I said I will not comment anything against him until his first budget. After his first budget, I communicated with him. And I was very clear that he is committing illegalities in his budget. He didn't seem to understand, or he was deliberately not understanding what I was telling him. I subsequently told him that I would challenge him on the illegalities that he is committing on our financial laws. That illegality has been challenged. It started with the Finance Bill of 2023 that you saw Kia Omtata progress. And I can tell you a lot of my own experts were the ones who gave the information and did the draft. People like Willis here were part of that drafting. And you can see, just a week ago, the Finance Bill of 2023 had been angushwat, Sili angushwa, by the courts of law. The 2024 Finance Bill was angushwat by Gen Z. The interesting thing that William Ruto should know, and the government should know, is that that ruling has far-reaching effects. It takes us back to the revenue of Uhuru's Finance Bill of 2022, which means today VAT on petroleum should be at 8%, not 16%, for example. He has continued to impose a 16% VAT on petroleum as an illegality over the last 1 week or so. Now, what is more far-reaching is that that ruling said the following, that the revenue estimates as envisaged in the Constitution of Kenya have never been tabled by William Samoei Ruto in his first budget and his second budget, this one. And that thus the finance bill is illegal now and unconstitutional. It means his appropriation bill, where you anchor revenue estimates and expenditure estimates, are illegal. That is what is called the budget. So his budget of 2023 was illegal. His budget of 2024 is illegal. It means the debt that he's proposing to take and he has taken since he came to power is illegal according to the laws of this country. So I want to tell you, you're going to see what you call economic collapse, perpetuated by constitutional illegality by one man called William Samoei Ruto. He will see it, it's coming, we will all feel it, but I want you to understand, he is the one who's done it, and it's deliberate. And because it is illegal, it cannot fall on our shoulders as Kenyans. We are not going to carry that burden. He has to carry it himself. It is not going to be put to us to deal with. He has to deal with that illegality. So yes, I have told him. I've told him countless times. But he perpetuates the same.
Your friend Rairo expertise to help him, bring up the country back to its norm. What do you think? Are they going to perform, or?
I have great respect, for example, of John Bandi, who is in the Treasury. He's been a renowned debater in Parliament. He's a man of detail. I just feel pity for him that he's joined a sinking ship, and even where things have reached today, I don't think he can solve the problem. He can't. It is too deep a problem. He cannot solve it. He cannot. You need to change the top. Not the middle, not the bottom. You need to change the top. I think that's enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Santeni sana. God bless you.
What?